Guys, we need more awesome TV show action figures. That's what we need. I don't care who produces them. I don't care who gets there first. I think the collecting community needs more awesome TV show action figures, more characters. Guys, welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be your curator today. And guys, I'm hanging out here on a very wintry day in April outside of the museum. It's cold and it's snowy, but we're nice and toasty and warm here in the museum. And when I have time to really walk around my museum and just check out some of our exhibits and our displays and our figures, I get to thinking, we really had it good right around the early 2000s to mid 2000s. Biff Bang Powell, toy manufacturer, I think they were teamed up with MC Toys, came out with a slew of hit TV show action figures. Everything from Battlestar Galactica to Doctor Who, and there were other ones. Now the Buck Rogers is from Zyka Toys, but that's to show you how cool we had it as collectors and during that time period. What happened? Where is the TV show cool action figures? And how come we can't have any more? That's the question, guys. That's the question that's been perplexing my mind as of late. There's so many awesome TV shows out there, from sci-fi to adventure to drama, you name it, that I think would really go over well as and translate well as action figures. 8-inch action figure form, 12-inch action figure form. I don't care, either one. It seems like the 8-inch action figures are a little bit easier to produce. So we'll keep it in the 8-inch action figure realm, if you will. Like Battlestar Galactica. Whoever, the creators, I think it was Glenn A. Larson, the creators of Battlestar Galactica had a hit on their hands from the word go. The Cylons, when I was a kid growing up watching Battlestar Galactica in the late 1970s, around 78, I mean, the Cylons, to me, they were scary and cool at the same time. And you guys know what I'm talking about. They were scary. You didn't want to get caught by the Cylons, but you couldn't help but to marvel at these fantastic pieces of machinery, these robots that glistened. They were so shiny. Beautifully done. And to this day, I haven't seen a better 8-inch version or any version done better than the Biff Bang Powell figures. And if you can think of one, let me know right underneath this video in the comment section, because Biff Bang Pow did a fantastic job on these Cylons, as well as they did on Starbuck and Adama and Apollo. I want TV show action figures. Now, Mego attempted with their return. They attempted to bring out some TV shows. They did Facts of Life, Cheers, Married with Children, Happy Days. They had, they made an attempt to give us TV shows. Obviously, it was unanimous that nobody outside of those fan base clubs wanted those action figures. Not your typical Mego collector anyway. We didn't want those TV shows, but we wanted cool TV shows. And people would go on the Mego sites, fan page sites, collector sites, and they would give a list. I read tens of hundreds of different TV shows that I thought would translate well into 8-inch action figure form. And guys, listen, I know we can talk about licensing rights, property rights. You got to have the likenesses of the actors and the actresses to pull something of that magnitude off. I get it. Listen, I understand all of that. Make no mistake, I understand that. Some actors want, they'll give you permission. Some actors want more money, etc., etc., etc. There's got to be TV shows out there that companies can use to create great TV show action figures for us, characters for us. Well, somebody would say, well, M.I.B, people are just, the newer generation is not, really big on Doctor Who and, Buck Rogers in the 25th century. You'd be hard-pressed to find a millennial that knows who Buck Rogers in the 25th century is, or who he was, or what the show was about. My comeback to that, my rebuttal to that is quite simply this. What market are you trying to sell to? So market to the people, to the collectors, and the fan bases that know these shows, that grew up watching these shows, that appreciate these shows. Doctor Who has just a massive, massive fan base. I'm sure some British toy maker could produce these figures. I'm sure there's a way to get past the red tape to give us more. He said, well, M.I.B, you have a stage full of these action figures that you're talking about. You have them already. Okay, give me more of what I already have then. Give me more characters from Doctor Who. The Doctor Who universe is endless. It's absolutely endless. Give us more Doctor Who characters. Give us more Buck Roger characters. We had Tiger Man and we had Buck Rogers. And Zyka Toys did a fantastic job. And let's turn Buck around real quick. And I'll show you where they stopped off at. So they stopped off at Buck Rogers and Tiger Man. But they were set to bring out Killer Kane Killer Kane, the Draconian Guard, which looked fantastic, and my personal favorite, one of my favorite characters from the whole show, Hawk. Zyka Toys. What do you think, guys? What do you think? You can't tell me that a Hawk figure and a Draconian Guard figure wouldn't sell. You couldn't keep these guys in stock. These guys would sell off the toy websites. They would sell off the toy store shelves. Come on, guys, stop it. You know I'm telling the truth here. You know I'm telling the truth here. The cyber leader, the Cybermen. These guys would sell like hotcakes. The Master. A Time Lord. Beautiful head sculpt. Guys, I'm just saying, as we look at our Morbius, I'm just saying that more TV shows, characters, and action figures would be very welcomed in the collector community. We don't need big budget movies, from the Marvel universe, the DC universe. Some people say, well, superheroes. Well, you know what? If you had enough fantastic hit TV shows that were translated over to the 8-inch action figure realm, you still have a hit. It would make up the difference. Who wants to see a show of hands in the comment section? Who would like to see more TV show action figures? Tell me some of the TV shows that you would like to see, that you enjoy watching as a kid, or even now, currently. There's a ton of awesome TV shows. I know that's because I watch them with my wife, who's a huge fan of all these TV shows, from the Blacklist to they have about 5 or 6 different type of 911 shows on, and Seattle Fire Department, you name it. All these different action shows, SWAT, up-to-date SWAT. We had the SWAT from the 1970s, and they have a SWAT now that's on right now. I think the lead actor's name is Shamar Moore. Give us some 8-inch action figures of those characters. Give us some 8-inch action figures of some of these fire department TV shows. Real life heroes, There's a TV show out called The Rookie now. It's about a police officer that's 40 years old, and he's a rookie on the police force. We'll take it. I'll take it. And if you want to go into the sci-fi realm, take your pick. Take your pick from any show, from past or present. But somebody give us something, guys. These beautiful figures here that's on the stage shouldn't be the last of their kind. They just shouldn't. These beautiful figures shouldn't be the last of their kind. And albeit we are proud and extremely happy to have these figures here on display at the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum, we would like to add more present, up-to-date ones. Guys, your thoughts, your opinions on this topic of discussion here on a Friday, a cold, wintry Friday in April. TV shows that we want to see as action figures. Give us more of what has already been put out, like Battlestar Galactica. Give us more characters from that TV show. Doctor Who, give us more characters from that TV show. Buck Rogers, give us more characters from that TV show. Tiger Man is awesome. These figures were done beautifully too. They came with a ton of equipment. This is one of his neat things. Clamps came off. It's down here at the bottom. But a ton of stuff. Well made. The Zyka bodies are famous. They're some of the best made bodies on the planet in the toy realm, action figure realm. Well made, well constructed, highly articulate. This Morbius figure I thought was just Biff Bang Pow MC Toys did a fantastic job on this Morbius figure. And they nailed it. They nailed this figure. You watch the episode with Morbius versus Doctor Who. They nailed this figure. This is Morbius. They did a fantastic job on the production of this figure. The fabrication of this figure, everything was beautifully done. A clear dome head, you see the brain in there. The outfit, the giant claw hand with the human hand, arm, beautifully done. These are figures that has stood the test of time. These are TV shows that has stood the test of time. I don't see why we can't have more of these figures. Somebody needs to bring these out. Mego, FTC, Mezco, any of the toy companies, Hasbro, anybody. I don't get it. It's a gravy train. It's a money printing machine. Collectors are going to flock to buy these. Collectors are going to flock to purchase these and add these figures to their collections. Your thoughts, guys. Your opinions. We want to hear it all. More fun on the way, guys. But I wanted to share this with you. This was on my mind. Wanted to get your take on it. Guys, you know the routine. Stay safe. God bless. And keep collecting.